We got the good trash for you, chat. Don't think you've come here and you're not going to get more of the good stuff, okay? We got the best stuff. And hot off the presses from 2016, we have... Wait. Oh, this isn't 2016. This is actually fucking yesterday. That's just yesterday. Steven Crowder and crew dissect the lazy absolutism of atheism. We're doing atheism content in 2021, right up to the edge of 2022, getting it in before finally the current year is too current to do atheism content. But here's why we're here. You know, this is where we started. We go back to our roots sometimes, chat. And now, you know, don't you know, we may not do this as much anymore, okay? We may not, all right? But just like if you go to a Jimmy Buffett concert, all right, you're hearing Cheeseburger in Paradise. You can't come to me without sometimes me, you know, saying, hey, religy, God not real. You know what I mean? Because God not real. But, you know, and religions are dumb and stupid too. But we don't have to talk about it all the time. Apparently we have to talk about it more. Because this big toe with a beard and guns has decided to make this show. So here we go.
All right, let's grab another chat. Yeah, so Pitch T wants to know, my friend is atheist because she thinks religion is the cause of all world suffering and wars. What's your counter argument?
Oh, okay. Okay, this one's really, really easy.
Well, it's a parrot.
Oh, Lord.
Yes. Please, go. But I mean, it's a parrot.
It's like,
Wait, it's actually interesting to me that this guy has faith in something. Because obviously everything has lost faith in him. You know what I mean? This is a man broken. Look at him.
oh, I read Dawkins in college too.
Dawkins was actually not good.
Well, what are you gonna? Let me guess. You're gonna bring up next the flying spaghetti monster. Oh no! Oh, you caught me flat-footed.
Dude, he's Dawkins and the flying spaghetti monster? Motherfucker. Dude, I wish God was real so that he could smite me to death right now. Dude, I wish. But he's not. And that's why I'm an atheist, because he keeps me alive.
I think we discussed this yesterday when you said, oh, it's the cause of all world wars.
Yeah.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah.
Really quickly, I don't think there's been in modern times, a more all-cause mortality indicator than Marxism, than communism.
What's that? What? What's that to do with atheism? What's that to do with it? What? Why are we talking about that? Those aren't.
How many in Soviet Union?
Socialism.
When you add up Soviet Union, when you add up Maoist China, it's about 100 million.
Soviet Union by itself is probably at about 100 million.
By itself?
By itself. Without
I've heard numbers as low as 40 million and numbers as high as 100 million.
Yeah.
So the issue there, and now keep in mind, Marxism is a distinctly what? Atheistic ideology.
Is it? Wait, what? Wait, what? Come on, man. You can be religious and be a leftist. These are not incongruent things. Why are we...
It's an atheistic ideology, and what happens is you create a vacuum. There's no more Judeo-Christian principles, and you have to fill it. There needs to be some rigidity, right? Because postmodernism, right? More.
But we don't provide current rigidity with neo-Christian or modern Christian values. What do you mean? This isn't why we do it now. I don't understand. We don't live in a theocracy.
Relevancy can't fill it. And so if you look at Marxism, it is very rigid, and it is rigidly...
What does postmodernism have to do with the rigidity of a system?
Anti-Christian. It is rigidly anti-theistic.
Is it? My socialism allows for everyone to be as religious as they are. I don't care. I've actually never heard a leftist argue that we need to abolish religion to accomplish the economic goals of like leftist policy. Like MLK was, yeah, right, yeah. I'm glad you brought it up at the same exact time as me stealing my thunder, Lillian. Fuck. MLK is probably the most famous. Although now, is Crowder a Catholic? Would he think that Martin Luther King was not a real Christian? Air quotes.
It is an atheistic idea. Let's go to somewhere else. Oh, okay. So religion is the cause of all wars. I bet you probably think the Native Americans were peaceful.
Wait. Religion. You said religion. They had religion. They have it. And I don't know about that being wars, but even let's just say it was. Like, come on, man. We could steel man that and still be like, well, they were religious. They had a religion. They have one. I don't. Now, don't get me wrong. For the record, the original like friend in question, if you're an atheist because Christianity starts wars, you're dumb. Okay? You're a dumb person that can't think right. I'm sorry. You got the right answer on accident. You didn't show your work. Okay? Something being bad doesn't make it not true. God damn it. Can you have a little bit more rigid thinking in your brain? This is why people like this is why this fucking guy. Whoops. That's his ass. Chat, don't look. TOS. I can't believe I showed you guys his cheeks. That's why this guy thinks he's fucking smart. Because he was right about one thing, and that's that God not real. And I think he's even coming around to it. And he's like, well, maybe it's real if it'll make me money from the right wing. You know what I mean? Dumb.
Wrong. When people say, let's give the land back, which tribe? Do you mean we just give it back to the last tribe who had it after they conquered the tribe before it?
Apparently he hasn't actually talked to anybody about land back. Land back, when you talk to members of the community that are bringing that up, aren't really talking about like physical land back usually. What they're usually saying is, let us invest in our own, economies and kind of don't fucking do this like weird embargo thing that you do with our community. Like, I don't know if you guys know this, like reservations are kind of like on their own, even if they're part of like a state. That's why there's lots of poverty and stuff. They don't get any of the benefits from the rest of the stuff. It's like really, really fucking stupid. They're basically prisoners. It's nuts. It's a crazy system. It doesn't make any sense. It's really, really inhumane. So land back is mostly about like, let us use like what we should have gotten out of our land sales to the U.S. for our trees and shit. Let us have this, and let us invest in our culture and our space and stuff like that. Yeah. Doesn't necessarily mean physical land. Like, you're not necessarily going to rip up someone's ranch because 4 generations before that, or 5 or 6 or 7, someone made a deal and fucked them over, or there was a shitty war or something. Like, it's not necessarily, the same thing with like reparations. We're not like, no one's trying to just cut a check to black folks. It's about investing in the regular infrastructure around these communities and trying to even the playing field, so to speak, in other communities, rather than just try to, like, you can't like literally physically move people. You can't just eminent domain people out of shit. It doesn't make a lot of sense, and it creates animosity on every side of it. So this is not what this conversation's about. But not that he gives a fuck. But
guess what? They fought wars. And to be fair, I know we like to act as though all religions are the same. They were pantheistic. They were practicers of pantheism, which is relatively inconsequential. That's why it doesn't force exploration, modern science.
What? Wait, what? I'm losing my mind. No. I thought maybe he gaslit me for a second. I thought maybe I forgot what pantheism is. No, pantheism was way closer to like Ben Franklin. Like pantheism is like the Jefferson Bible, for instance. Pantheism is more like nondescript. Some people say like the universe is God. God is kind of like all of creation rather than like an entity, if that makes sense. Which is kind of close. It's kind of spiritual naturalism, if you're honest. I think you're thinking deism. Oh, maybe that's it. But like, yeah, Ben Franklin was more deist. But pantheism, yeah. He's talking about pantheism. I don't think that's like. Okay, would a indigenous like Native American like someone that has, what's the word I'm looking for? Fuck. Lineage, I guess. Someone that has that culture passed down. Do you consider yourself a pantheist? I was thinking, like, that seems. I think he was thinking non-monotheism. I guess, maybe? Polytheist? Well, that's kind of what I was thinking. Huh. I don't know. I guess we'll never know, because, I mean, why are we trying to make sense of this?
Science, right? When what I'm saying is next time you
Yeah, but he, like, Mermanda, he like, smushed them all together, you know what I mean? It was really weird. It was just an odd... I don't know.
use cough medicine, thank God for smallpox blankets. They would say, hey, why is it raining? Because the angels make it rain. What is the sun? It is, it's the fire person who's on the horizon with a bear.
Brian.
Like, no, okay. So,
What? Wait, why does he think Christianity sounds less dumb than that? Like, let's be real. That would be stupid if that was the religion. Although, I'm pretty sure he's just doing a racist caricature. Nonetheless, let's steelman it. Let's try our best to avoid his dumbassery. Christianity sounds fucking stupid. This is one of your angels, bro. This shit right here, I have a mini of one. This is one of the things you say exists. In fact, it would have another wing, but it sort of broke. It would have one right here. Look at this fucking thing. Well, that doesn't make any goddamn sense. What are all those wings doing? That doesn't make any goddamn sense. Your god's a dumbass.
That's Brian.
that's not only... What about people who fought, who shared the same...
Railcast, thanks for Prime. Wait, did he say thank God for smallpox blanket? Did he say that?
What about people... So, it's the fire person who's on the horizon with a bear.
Brian.
Like, no, okay. So,
That's Brian.
that's not only... What
No,
about
I
people who
didn't.
fought, who shared the same religion?
Before that?
The angels make it rain. When what I'm saying is next time you use cough medicine, thank God for smallpox blankets.
Oh. That rolled right off my brain. Oh. Damn, big Andrew Jackson fan.
People who fought, who shared the same religion. That also happens. People fight over territory. People fight over, by the way, livelihoods.
Sounds like a capitalism problem. He said Marxism was the problem, but he keeps naming things that capitalism do.
Yeah.
Hunting.
Let's see. Money, oil.
I mean,
Tell
everything.
Me this,
Money and oil. Being mad about him.
really quickly, tell me what verse.
Car
chapter and
battery
verse-
materials.
yes.
Chapter and verse Adolf Hitler
Lithium.
was pointing to when he said, I'm going to invade the Sudetenland. Just and the rest of Europe after that. Tell me what chapter and verse the Japanese were looking at when they bombed Pearl Harbor that said, yes, this justifies this war.
Tell me what chapter and verse Americans were citing when they enabled chattel slavery for hundreds of years in America. Like, what are we saying? Yes, it's bad. This is not a good argument for Christianity. You can just say you believe it, and that's okay. Please stop trying to argue a thing that's wrong. It just isn't. It's so weak, dude. None of these are arguments against atheism. All these are arguments that just say, like, yeah, Christianity's bad, but so is other stuff. This is the... God damn it. I don't want to invoke his name. I had a very similar conversation when I said that someone was a bad person. He's like, yeah, but I was justified. Same exact energy, dude. Last firstborn, thanks for the 14 months, dude.
Or how about when we went into Vietnam? Or because I thought Iraq was all about oil, it can't just be.
What about Vietnam? What do you mean? You just said Marxism was atheism, so of course, wouldn't it follow that Vietnam was a holy war? If we're trying, like, what? Like, wouldn't you say that there was a religious implication there if Marxism and stuff is explicitly atheistic?
Be about religion then because it's about oil. Then Afghanistan's just about covering up for our previous mistakes on stuff and just, nation building.
So Afghanistan is previous mistakes about nation building during World War II in which you ignored the Arab world's entire makeup and decided to draw arbitrary lines, and then there was a religious jihad on you, and you don't think that this has any implications insofar as religion is concerned? And then George Bush, like, was pretty openly evangelical in his fervor to bomb the brown folks. I'm pretty sure you guys made it about Christianity versus Islam and still do to this day.
That can't be about religion either. We're just capitalists, and that's not a religion-based thing. So
isn't it?
I'm confused. Just tell me which one of those things.
Wait, it's okay. Hold on. Hold the fuck on. If Marxism is a religion-based thing in that it is specifically atheistic, does that mean capitalism is wholly Christian? Or do you think that Christianity and Marxism can coincide? Or do you think that the only... Because if you think the only viable economic system is capitalism in that it's the only one that can mesh with Christianity, it makes capitalism inherently Christian. Does that make sense? And Christianity inherently capitalistic. I mean, you can't contradict yourselves so much. This is what happens when you have four fucking people trying to argue a point they're all bad at.
I can point to the book and say, yeah, that chapter and verse right there.
Isn't there something about Sunni and Shia Muslims too? Oh, I guess you would qualify as religion because the reason they're fighting is because of differences in religion. But it's under the umbrella of Islam. But, okay, we'll give you that one. So we've gone through Maoist China, we've gone through Russia, we've gone through all, sort of pre-modern era tribes, all pre-Western civilization
Most
tribes.
of Europe.
We've gone through most of Europe. We've gone, hey, I don't. There a lot of people in the continent of Africa right now share the. Was Coney taking human slaves because of religion? I just want to be clear because
Christians were taking human slaves because of religion. What do you mean?
I watched some documentary and I don't know what happened since then. But I gave some money to a cause. I don't know where it went.
What about Rwanda with the genocide there? Was that religion?
I think that was over a hotel.
Oh, that's right. From what I remember, Don Cheadle ran it.
Yes.
The reality is your friend is using an argument that's lazy because it's the same reason why atheism is astoundingly lazy.
It's lazy because it's the same reason atheism is astoundingly lazy. What a wild one. Yeah, the Rwandan genocide. That was cultural.
The idea of faith is that you don't know. But you have that belief in that God. That's who you're there for.
That's not lazy though. That shit that he just said, you don't know it. You just say you do. You believe it real hard. That's not lazy. Holy shit.
The idea of atheism is you are 100% certain that does not exist, and you know what happens when you die.
Yeah. I know a lot of people don't want to say. I'll say it. Yeah, I'm certain. I'm certain. It is what it is, dude. We're living until we're not, and we weren't living before, and we won't be living after, and that's it. I'll say it. Now, I don't think you have to. There's this agnosticism versus atheism thing that happened a lot in 2012 through 2016 that is just the most annoying fucking semantic argument ever. Just what do you believe? Does it matter? Like, what do you believe? Blank. Does it matter? Blank. If it matters, then figure it out. If I'm an atheist, then it doesn't matter, right? It fucking doesn't matter. We're going for the low-hanging fruit. Well, why don't you provide better fruit, motherfucker?
Right.
You're the fruit pickers, aren't you? Pretty fucking dog shit at it then.
Don't.
Yeah.
Right.
No, and they go,
indictment
well,
on
just because I
yourselves.
don't, and this is a common argument to make, just because I don't need to make something up. Okay, no, hold on a second. We are all making inferences.
Of
Difference
course.
Here is
Yeah.
yours is more absolutist, and ours here, is also based on historical records. It's also based on not only history,
Facts.
not only fact, but as well as the impact, the societal impact, which we would say, hold on a second, leads to the betterment of mankind. There are certain values too that atheists don't understand were not actually espoused as values. They were considered weaknesses before modern Christian. Mercy, you won't find it. You won't find it as something that, he was a great leader. He was really merciful. No.
Mercy in the Bible means something totally different than mercy now. What are you talking about? As a person who studied history, I can assure you that there are not terribly reliable sources.
That would be considered a weak man.
Julius Caesar the Merciful?
Yes.
No?
Yeah, no. Caligula the Kind.
Nero, the
Atheism
lover of
to
men?
me is such a strange thing, though, because it's projected usually by people that claim to be the most open-minded when it is the most closed-minded form of religion.
I don't know why they do it, but it happens no matter what, no matter who you're talking to, right? Almost without fail, they will remark that atheism is a religion, and it's just so fucking crazy to me. Like, because it does so many things to the conversation. Number one, it implies this sort of like, you're no better than me. You're also a fucking weirdo that believes wacky shit. And it's like, we didn't have to come here, but now you're agreeing that your beliefs are wacky. And it also like it has this, it's like beyond that, it like devalues the lack of belief, saying you're also a religion. It's like, I don't know how to, I genuinely don't know how to explain to religious or spiritual people how not a religion it is. It's the same thing. Like, do any of you collect stamps? Because this is the old one, right? The non-stamp collector, right? I just don't collect stamps, right? And I think this is it's still a good metaphor, even though it's kind of cringe and old. It holds up because there's nothing, because I'm just not collecting stamps. You are. There's nothing in congruence with that. They're not the same thing. These are not even apples and oranges. They're apples and fucking the idea of no apples. You know what I mean? It's apples and not even having apples. It's nuts. I can't believe these people are still like this. I don't know why this has to matter. I can't believe this shit is coming back. This is like the third video in the last 3 months where someone's brought up old shitty anti-atheist pro-Christian arguments. Like, bro, do we have to retread this shit again? There's no fucking good arguments for religion. Just believe it if it makes you feel good. I don't care. That's where I'm at with it. Fucking do whatever you want. But every year, more and more people are atheists. We're winning. They're just nuts, man. True devious chillster.
Because it is a religion, let's be honest.
Yeah.
They may not realize it, but atheism is absolutely a religion like anything else.
Like anything. I would love to know how. Because I got to be honest, I don't think about this shit unless they talk about it. Like, I don't sit there and go, God, not real, I'm going to think about that. You know what I mean? Like, even when we did the Bible Reloaded, dude, I just showed up on Wednesdays and Fridays and read the Bible. I didn't think about it in between that much. You know what I mean? I just read it when we got there. I read it and thought, wow, this is dumb. Here's why.
It really has become. It's a religion of self.
Absolutely.
It's a religion where you've made yourself the god of your own universe. And I know what you're thinking, like, oh, so you're just saying that I shouldn't be an atheist so I don't go to hell? It's worth a shot.
Pascal's wager? Incredible. Just nuts. I'm not a solipsist. This happens a lot too. You made yourself your own god. It's like, what? What are you talking about? I don't even know if I'm my favorite person, dude. How can I possibly ascend myself into godhood? It's wild. An extinction burst? I mean, that's pretty much what all of this is. Yeah. Fucking years it. I don't know, dude. 2021? We're only 2011.
Listen,
I'm going to roll the dice.
You can pray east, whatever you believe. It's fine.
Yeah.
It's like you can read whatever book you like.
Unless you don't believe anything, then it's not fine.
You can meditate. I don't care.
Yeah.
But it's
I'm not gonna. I literally do none of those things. Totally fine.
to just go, there's nothing.
Yeah.
You
What
sound like
happens-
fun at parties.
this is the
Yeah,
whole
it's-
I'm fucking dope at parties, by the way. You would fucking love hanging out with me. I'm awesome. You're welcome, by the way. Anytime you guys are at a party with me, you're fucking welcome. I'm hilarious. You'd love that shit. It's a great time. I'm going to hydrate real quick. Delicious. Who talked about religion at parties? I don't know, dude. Me, I guess. That's what he said.
There's no conversation.
What happens if you're wrong, atheist?
What happens if you're wrong, bro? I'll take that bet, though. Like, why? I can't believe he's Ray comforting. Like, I've talked about Ray Comfort for fucking 10 years, and I can't get away from his shitty argument. Well, if you're wrong, that wouldn't be very good. That was a terrible fucking impression at the end.
What happens if you're wrong?
Shit, I don't know, man. Better come to Christ. No, I actually have not been doing it for more than 10 years. It'll be 10 years in July.
Okay,
well, for me,
when
it's
Morgan
going to be fun.
Freeman God shows up, you got some
Listen,
explaining.
as a Christian, I can say, all right, one way. If I'm right, heaven. If I'm wrong, hell.
Yes.
Atheism is like, if I'm wrong, there's like 5,000 possibilities of hell.
What does that even mean? That just means there's 4,999 possibilities of hell for you. What? That's not. What? What do you mean?
There's a ton of different options that could have been the right ones that I chose not
Exactly.
to pick.
Now,
I just hope it's not Scientology.
Yeah.
You get there and you're like, what the?
What the hell is this?
Joy Villa had it right.
Wow.
Edens.
It's Mormonism. You're like that. You're like, is there a hell I could go to?
I don't even want
And
my
I
own
drank
planet.
all that coffee.
I want the underwear. I don't want the planet. I don't want any of it.
I think it's so interesting when Christians who are like, this is genuinely the flesh of Christ and the blood of Christ. Isn't it weird that they wear magic underwear as they swish their mouth with the blood of a 3,000-year-old dead man? Or 2,000. Like, just nuts, dude. How do they... It's so blind to their own weirdness. That's Catholics? I just said it out like, yeah, they're Catholics. What do you mean? Don't... St. Henry, we don't get to just fucking, like, type a correction that isn't one. You have to wait your turn. Come on.
You still want me to go door to door?
We're getting hate mail right
Yeah,
now.
we are.
I know
Of course
that.
we are in the chat.
We love you guys. We're giving you a hard
joking,
time.
guys.
No, I will say, unless it's like the
Everything's funny until it's
topsy-turvy
funny.
world where, kind of like the left right now, they don't realize when they're wearing bandanas and they're blowing stuff up that they're the bad guys.
Yeah.
Unless good is evil and evil is good. And I get to the pearly gates and I find out, like, wait a second, the guy who raped his 6-year-old wife and killed people, he was the guy?
I mean, there's a little bit of R word down the line in the Bible as well, my dude.
Well, I couldn't have seen that one coming. There's no way I could have known. I didn't know that we were the bad guys with the saving babies.
I'll take my
and the whole
punishment,
Jesus
I guess.
and the,
I mean-
all right, you know what? That's one for you, Muhammad.
Did these guys not read this shit? They can't. I can't believe it's still. I'm still sitting here, the atheist guy, going like, please just read the Bible.
Honest.
Remember to shake their left hands. You still poopy?
Really?
Up here? Okay.
Still?
Say something nice. It looks like this guy won his battle with depression over the holidays. And he's still with us. And that's pretty goddamn nice. Thank you, Katrina. And Higgins Lake, Michigan is a good place to exist. This is a nice place.
Haven't found out about wet wipes or even just maybe a nice bidet, no?
Nothing?
This whole place smells like the same meal all the time.
Yeah.
Was that a joke about Middle Eastern food?
Oh, I don't want to dip from that communal bowl. Cut both hands off. How about that? You feed me with a fork.
This is hardly heaven.
Send me my virgins.
This heaven sucks.
Yeah, the versions that's come in, you're like, no.
No.
Brian Stelter gets there and it's women, and he's like, damn it.
It's like,
Story of Christianity, a man who has his own father impregnated. Yeah, it's fucking weird. It's definitely big time weird.
what? This is stupid. All right, it's like, because you're actually in hell, Stelter.
Oh, Dio was right.
Nobody said this was heaven, Brian.
Watch Louder with...
I can't believe people enjoy this fucking program. This goddamn internet program. It's not good. They dissected it. They dissected the lazy absolutism of atheism. Atheism. The ending was a bigotry speech. I think like the whole thing was that. All of it. So jumbled. I can't believe it. I can't believe we're still doing Christianity atheism content. Can we just stop? Like, we got away from it for 4 years when they were like, I don't know, are we going to fucking burn the world down with Donald Trump? And then a brave young warrior named Joseph R. Biden invigorated the planet, invigorated the young voter base of the left, and defeated him and saved the world. And now we got to deal with this shit again. Maybe we should have just done a civilization speed run and let it run its course. I really don't want to make more atheist arguments, dude. I'm tired. I'm tired of this shit.